who are in lockdown right now. And it's a real honour to be here with you and to be playing this gig as well for Union Chapel, who, as many other venues, are experiencing a real struggle at the moment. And so this gig is free, but if you feel like you would like to contribute financially, there's a crowd fund happening for Union Chapel so that that beautiful venue can keep going and keep bringing art to the community and music to London. So I'm going to be playing the first half of my new album. It's called 13 Queens. Each song is about a different archetype, and I'm not going to say anything about the archetypes, but I am going to have poems read from the mirrors, and they're going to give some clue and hint to what this archetype is about. And I will speak a little bit more at the end, but I want to just do a performance for you. So it's going to be song, poem, and kind of enter into more of a meditative state. And then I'll say some more at the end. And I'll probably tune my guitar between songs as well, just to warn you. So it's good to be with you in this strange form that we find ourselves using these days a lot. And I hope you enjoy. This first poem and song is about fire.
To the fire, W.S. Merwin. How long I have been looking into you, staring through you into the other side. There is no way of telling. It appears to have continued from an age of its own. This scrutiny of the bright veil rising in the lit corridors of the embers in which I see the days beyond touch, beyond reach, beyond all understanding, beyond their faces, beneath your dangerous wings, you at whose touch everything changes, you who never change. There in you, one at a time, are the unknown days, turning the corners, the unseen past, the unrecognized present, familiar but already beyond identity. Expressions without selves appearing finally within you, of whom the light is made.
Secret of fire, I know where it comes from. I know the secret of fire, 'cause I live where it comes from, where it comes from, where it comes from, where it comes from. It burns through everything that's not true. My love burns, it burns through everything that's not true. I dance in a ring of fire up on the roof. I sing in a ring of fire, it's where I come from. I dance in a ring of fire up on the roof. I know the secret is where I come from, where I live where it comes from, where it comes from, where it comes from, where it comes from. My heart burns, it burns, it burns through everything that's not true. My love burns, it burns, it burns through everything that's not true. I dance in a ring of fire up on the roof. I sing in a ring of fire, it's where I come from. I dance in a ring of fire up on the roof. I know the secret, it's where I come from, where I come from. And those before me, they are with me, they are with me up on the roof. I dance in a ring of fire up on the roof. I sing in a ring of fire, it's where I come from. I dance in a ring of fire up on the roof. I know the secret is where I come from, where I come from.
Questo Muro, Anita Barrows. You will come at a turning of the trail to a wall of flame. After the hard climb and the exhausted dreaming, you will come to a place where she, with whom you have walked this far, will stop, will stand beside you on the treacherous steep path and stare as you shiver at the moving wall, the flame that blocks your vision of what comes after. And that one who you thought would accompany you always, who held your face tenderly a little while in her hands, who pressed the palms of her hands into drenched grass and washed from your cheeks the soot, the tear tracks. She is telling you now all that stands between you and everything you have known since the beginning is this wall. Between yourself and the beloved, between yourself and your joy, the riverbank swaying with wild flowers, the shaft of sunlight on the rock, the song. Will you pass through it now? Will you let it consume whatever solidness this is you call your life and send you out, a tremor of heat, a radiance, a changed, flickering thing?
Who's gonna give you the love that you are? You wait for a fated kiss. And who's gonna show you the beauty you are? You know you're the only one you can. Ain't nobody gonna save you now. So ride your horsey, oh ride your horsey into the forest, into the dark. Your fear is just a doorway. Elemental rider, won't you ride it? Stay in love, will show you the way. Elemental rider, won't you ride it? Won't you ride it? Who's gonna give you the freedom you are? You wait for your permission. And who's gonna be there until the end? You know you're the only one you'll answer to, so you better live what's true and ride your horsey. Oh, ride your horsey into the forest, into the dark. Your fear is just a doorway. Elemental rider, won't you ride it? Stay in love, will show you the way. Elemental rider, won't you ride it? 'Cause you are not the elements, no you're not those horses, though you love them till they're known. Don't mistake their voices for your own. You ride your horsey, you ride your horsey.
All the True Vows, David White. All the true vows are secret vows. The ones we speak out loud are the ones we break. There is only one life you can call your own, and 1,000 others you can call by any name you want. Hold to the truth you make every day with your own body. Don't turn your face away. Hold to your own truth at the center of the image you were born with. Those who do not understand their destiny will never understand the friends they have made, nor the work they have chosen, nor the one life that waits beyond all the others. By the lake in the wood, in the shadows, you can whisper that truth to the quiet reflection you see in the water. Whatever you hear from the water, remember, it wants you to carry the sound of its truth on your lips. Remember, in this place no one can hear you, and out of the silence you can make a promise it will kill you to break. That way you will find what is real and what is not. I know what I am saying. Time almost forsook me, and I looked again. Seeing my reflection, I broke a promise and spoke for the first time after all these years in my own voice. before it was too late to turn my face again.
She walks, holding a mirror, so when you see her, you see yourself. You might love her, you might hate her, but what she shows you will be the truth, will be the truth, will be the truth, will be. Whatever's hidden, whatever's stuck, the one thing you don't want, that's what she's got. And can you let go of your pride? And can you let yourself be shaken? And in the flame of her firelight, let your heart fall apart. Give me an undefended heart, and I will take you where you want to go. Give me an undefended heart, and I will show you what you need to know. Ooh. 'Cause she's a mirror. You want to kill her, you want to crush her until she's gone and you're alone again, and you're safe now to feel nothing and carry on. But why are you running? Why are you running? Why are you running? What are you running from? Ooh, give me an undefended heart. Can you or will you hide it all? Give me an undefended heart, and I will not fight it, no, I will not fight it. If you hide it, if you hide it, if you hide it, I will fight it. If your pride is, if your pride is, if your pride is there, I'll fight it. In the mirror, in the mirror, in the mirror, I can't hide it. Ooh, give me your undefended heart, and I will take you where you were to go. Give me your undivided heart. I will not fight it, no, I will not fight it, no, I will not fight it.
On Beauty, Khalil Gibran. And a poet said, "Speak to us of beauty." And he answered, "Where shall you seek beauty, and how you shall find her unless she herself be your way and your guide? And how shall you speak to her except she be the weaver of your speech?" The aggrieved and the injured say, "Beauty is kind and gentle. Like a young mother half shy of her own glory, she walks among us." And the passionate say, "Nay, beauty is a thing of might and dread. Like the tempest, she shakes the earth beneath us and the sky above us." The tired and the weary say, "Beauty is of soft whisperings. She speaks in our spirit. Her voice yields to our silences like a faint light that quivers in fear of the shadow." But the restless say, "We have heard her shouting among the mountains, and with her cries came the sound of hoofs and the beating of wings and the roaring of lions." All these things have you said of beauty. Yet in truth you spoke not of her but of needs unsatisfied. And beauty is not a need, but an ecstasy. It is not a mouth thirsting, nor an empty hand stretched forth, but rather a heart inflamed and a soul enchanted. It is not the image you would see, nor the song you would hear, but rather an image you see though you close your eyes, and a song you hear though you shut your ears. It is not the sap within the furrowed bark, nor a wing attached to a claw, but rather a garden forever in bloom and a flock of angels forever in flight. Beauty is life, when life unveils her holy face. But you are life, and you are the veil. Beauty is eternity, gazing at itself in a mirror. But you are eternity, and you are the mirror.
I watch you from beyond. Your path ahead is clear. It's been prepared, it's been laid out for you by those who've gone before. You do not need to fret or worry or stress. You only need to step each step and feel it all, 'cause the journey is everything. The journey is everything. You are beautiful in everything you do, every small movement. I wish you saw, I wish, 'cause you don't notice, but I do. are buried like bombs. You trip, they blow, you're lost when they go off. Your only key is love, the love to feel it all, the love to bring you back home to know. 'Cause now you write the script, and now you get to choose. Choose love as your ally and trust as your truth. Trust your path is clear, trust you're taken care of, trust despite your fear. You are beautiful in everything you do, every small movement. I wish you saw, I wish you knew. 'Cause you don't notice, but I do, but I do. And you're not who you think you are. No, you're not who they said you were. The lies, they are everywhere. So please believe me, please believe me, please believe me. You are beautiful in everything you do, every small movement. I wish you saw, I wish you knew. 'Cause you don't notice, but I do, but I do, but I do.
The long bag we drag behind us. Robert Bly. When we were 1 or 2 years old, we had what we might visualize as a 360-degree personality. Energy radiated out from all parts of our body and all parts of our psyche. A child running is a living globe of energy. But one day we noticed that our parents didn't like certain parts of that ball. They said things like, "Can't you be still?" Or, "It isn't nice to try and kill your brother." Behind us we have an invisible bag. And the part of us our parents don't like, we, to keep our parents' love, put in the bag. By the time we go to school, our bag is quite large. Then our teachers have their say. Good children don't get angry over such little things. So we take our anger and put it in the bag. By the time my brother and I were 12, we were known as the nice Bly boys. Our bags were already a mile long. We spend our life until we're 20 deciding what parts of ourselves to put into the bag, and we spend the rest of our lives trying to get them out again. Sometimes retrieving them feels impossible, as if the bag were sealed. Suppose the bag remains sealed. What happens then? One night, Robert Louis Stevenson woke up and told his wife a dream he'd just had. She urged him to write it down, and it became Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. The story says then that when we put a part of ourselves in the bag, it regresses. Suppose a young man seals a bag at 20 and then waits 15 or 20 years before he opens it again. What will he find? Sadly, the sexuality, the wildness, the impulsiveness, the anger, the freedom he put in have all regressed. They are not only primitive in mood, they are hostile to the person who opens the bag. The man who opens his bag at 45 rightly feels fear. Every part of our personality that we do not love will become hostile to us.
Always a shadow behind me, always a shadow beside me, always a shadow beneath me, always a shadow caused by the light, caused by the brilliant light. So dance with the shadow, dance with it, look into its face, and love its shape, and love its shape. For we did not come here to be shadow hunters, but to be shadow dancers, shadow dancers. Run up to the highest hill, where the wind wraps around your face, and dance like you are alone with your beloved. The shadow meets the sunlight, and everything opposite comes together. You can live right here where they meet each other in their opposite. There's nothing wrong with who you are. There's nothing wrong with who you are. There's nothing wrong with who you are. There's nothing wrong, it's just how you judge it. It's just how you perceive it. It's just how you see it. But we did not come here to be shadow hunters, but to be shadow dancers, shadow dancers. Run up to the highest hill, where the wind wraps around your face, and dance like you are alone with your beloved. The shadow meets the sunlight, and everything opposite comes together. You can live right here where they meet each other in their opposite. Always a shadow behind me, always a shadow
Hurricane, Mary Oliver. It didn't behave like anything you had ever imagined. The wind tore at the trees. The rain fell for days, slant and hard. The back of the hand to everything. I watched the trees bow and their leaves fall and crawl back into the earth, as though that was that. This was one hurricane I lived through. The other one was of a different sort and lasted longer. Then I felt my own leaves giving up and falling. The back of the hand to everything. But listen now to what happened to the actual trees. Toward the end of that summer, they pushed new leaves from their stubbed limbs. It was the wrong season, yes, but they couldn't stop. They looked like telephone poles and didn't care. And after the leaves came blossoms. For some things, there are no wrong seasons, which is what I dream of for me.
I'm free, I'm free to be anything I want to be. I'm free, I'm free to be everything I want to be. No, you can't hold me back, and nothing holds me. No, nothing holds me back. 'Cause today has never happened before. Today's another country I've never been to. Today has never happened before. I could live like a jungle and call me a queen. I could live like a jungle and adore me instinctual. I could live like a jungle and call me a queen. I could live like a jungle and adore me, irrational, irrational, irrational. Ooh, 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 ooh. I could live like I'm wild. I'm wild. Like an unknown thing in an unknown world, and I could out a new path to where I want to go and where I want to be. You can't hold me, no, you can't hold me back, and never happened before. Today's another country I've never been to. Today has never happened before. I could live like a jungle, call me a crane. I could live like a jungle and adore me instinctual. I could live like a jungle, call me a crane. I could live like a jungle and adore me irrational, irrational, irrational. Ooh, 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 ooh. I could live like ooh, 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 ooh. I could live.
The Book of Hours, 2:26. Rilke. You too will find your strength. We who must live in this time cannot imagine how strong you will become. How strange, how surprising, yet familiar as yesterday. We will sense you like a fragrance from a nearby garden and watch you move through our days like a shaft of sunlight in a sick room. We will not be herded into churches, for you are not made by the crowd, you who meet us in our solitude. We are cradled close in your hands and lavishly flung forth.
So that's the first half. Just the cat's been going a bit crazy, knocking lamps over. Blocked his route out of here, so he wants to get outside. So yeah, we're gonna leave it here for tonight, and thank you for being here, for being part of this, and for receiving those songs and poems, some of my favorite poems. And all of the archetypes I talk about on my Patreon, Patreon is a website where you can support your favorite artists, and so I'm actually releasing my album exclusively at the moment on Patreon. So all of my patrons are getting one song every month on the full moon, and that's how you can hear these songs. If you'd like to hear them again, go to patreon.com. I'll put the link below. And yeah, please support Union Chapel, and thank you so much for being here, and have a wonderful rest of your evening.